to my channel. It's Bubbly Winnie and welcome to the Positive Fam. If you're new here, please do subscribe and make sure that you join the Positive Family where we're all about positivity. And if you're a returning subscriber and OG baby, thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for subscription. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I promise that I'm gonna record this video for you guys. Basically I'm telling you about gastritis, which is what I have, which is the thing that has been causing all these issues, right? So I'm gonna be telling you my experience. I'm gonna be telling you the symptoms that I have, and not something that I don't know, chat. Okay, so yeah, so what is gastritis? Let's start from there and we'll continue, right? We'll take it from there. So I have a phone here where where there's the things that I want to tell you guys, right? So let's start with gastritis. What is gastritis? So gastritis, it's an inflammation of the lining of the stomach. So the inflammation of gastritis is most often the result of infection with the same bacterium that causes most stomach ulcers, right? So it's basically caused by irritation due to maybe excessive alcohol use, or chronic vomiting, stress, or maybe taking aspirin, or eating hot stuff a lot. And yeah, so that's basically that. So yeah, so the symptoms that I have is that it started like from Kano. So last year, the beginning of lockdown, COVID and stuff, I was alone, right? Because people went back home, so I was alone here at rest, and not alone, but in my room I was alone, right? So what had happened was I kept on having these I kept on having heartburn, and I kept on having heartburn. It was so bad. I was living on what's this thing, man? Gaviscon. Yes, I was living on these. You see this chewable Gaviscon pills, like where you can just pop it in your mouth and it becomes like a sweet. So I was living on those things. I would take them maybe every night and every morning, right? So I would have a lot of heartburn, but I didn't take that into head, it's just heartburn, it's just heartburn, and it's just heartburn, and it becomes okay after I take the pill, so I didn't really mind, right? So I like hot food. I love hot food. So I would have a lot of hot food. Sorry about that. I would have a lot of hot food. I would have wings, dunked wings. I love chicken licken, you guys. I would eat chicken licken like probably 2 times a month. I loved Rock My Soul a lot. I would eat it, and that chicken licken sauce, I would buy it in a bottle, and I would eat it with everything I eat. Basically, I love hot food, so that's what I kept on eating, and I didn't realize that the hot food was the one that was causing the heartburn, right? So I ignored everything. I would have hot food, and then the next morning have diarrhea, and then it goes away. So it was just so I would have hot food today, and tomorrow I would have diarrhea and it would go away, and then maybe next week I'd have hot food, have diarrhea, and it would go away. So the amounts of diarrhea that I had, the amounts of diarrhea episodes that I had, they basically dropped my viral load, right? So okay, it was that thing of liking hot food, of eating a lot of tomato stuff. I wouldn't say I was a cool drink person. I would drink cool drink maybe once a week, or even twice a month, right? So how I went back home in December, right? I went back home in December. When you're in Kokasi, how you go location, like you Honali the body goda, honali, you know, a lot of nice junk food, magwinya stuff. So go high, I would have quarter, I would have magwinya. Cool drink. So there's this brand of cool drink, yeah, 10 rand. Yo, Nikki Panya. Yo, I would drink that. I would drink that a lot, right? And then I started having diarrhea. And so I was like, maybe it will tamaya. It will go away. And then it didn't go away. Second day didn't go away. Third day did not go away. Mind you, I'm taking my pills at night and I have diarrhea, so basically nothing was staying in, even the food, right? I lost weight, you guys. I would have food, diarrhea for like a week, bruh, and then I went to the local doctor at my place, go Mama Kadula, go high, and then I went to the doctor, and then I'm for the antibiotics and I'm for antacids, right? So I took them and then I was better, right? I was like, because even the doctor, when he gave me the meds, he was like, now you're gonna be okay, you know, you're visiting mama and this sickness mustn't stop you from eating. So yeah, go utlofola and then go and eat, you know, it's fine. I had the pills, I took the pills, and then it stopped. Diarrhea stopped. How when diarrhea stopped, I was like, it's a sign that I'm okay. I can go back to eating what I was eating, right? Man, how sometimes I don't remember what I ate, right? But it's basically something that doesn't like me, bro. Diarrhea came back. No, I remember what I ate. I ate fries. Yo, there was these fries. They did like I'm a boxing again. Sure. Those who know me know I love fries. I love fries a lot. I like 30 fries and chips. So my mother came with the box again. Fries. Yo, they were spiced nicely. There was a lot of them. Oh, azanka ipanya so chips. I had the chips, but I had the chips. Oh, I had the chips. Kanti. That was the last time I was gonna have fries without being sick. Period. Because as soon as I ate those fries, the next morning, diarrhea. Yo, this time it was bad. Let me tell you. It was like I was in labor. I don't know what happens in labor. I don't know the pains in labor, but it was like it was like in Jekiko labor, because the cramps that I had, the pains that I had, yo, it was not just diarrhea. It had cramps. It included cramps. It included pains. It included nausea. Ne? So I was there up and down like I'm in a labor ward. You know, those ladies go labor ward. They go up and down, you know, go there, back, hold on to my bed, on my knees, pray, cry. Yo, it was an episode. I remember I was speaking to my boyfriend on the phone. It was at night. And I was within the pains. Yo, the sounds were like, Yo, like Hashem, I was feeling bad for my boyfriend. Like I felt bad afterwards for my boyfriend. Like, what was he supposed to say? You know, because like I was in pain. I couldn't speak. But what I loved about that whole situation with my boyfriend is that he did not hang up and want me to face this alone, but he wanted to be there for me. So that's why he was on the phone. We didn't have to say anything. I think that's what support is. We didn't have to say anything to each other. He didn't have to say anything to me. I didn't have to say anything back, you know. But the fact that he's here with me, I can hear him breathe, you know. I can hear him say, be strong. Then that means I'm supported. I know that I'm supported even when I'm going through those pain. Like, yeah, it's better than because I'm going through it with someone, you know. Yeah, my mom was there, you know. She was a superwoman that time, I tell you. But then my boyfriend also played a role because he was there, even though he was miles away from me, but he was there spiritually and emotionally with me through that. So that's when that was the last episode of the cramps. So I still get diarrhea. So my symptoms, let me just sum it up. My symptoms are diarrhea, my symptoms are nausea sometimes, and heartburn, right? Those are the symptoms that I have. So whenever I would eat fries or fatty foods, or whenever I would eat acidic foods, I would get diarrhea. The next day I would have a lot of heartburn. But heartburn happens more often because sometimes I, like when I spice my food or something, I would forget, child, and put in like a bit more spices or a bit more salt than I should have. So then I have heartburn. Also, heartburn for me is like when I eat now, maybe let's say I eat now and then I immediately go to bed, then I would have heartburn. So what I do is I eat and then I stay, like I sit on the chair, like sit upright for like an hour, and then I go to sleep, because that's when I don't have heartburn. But sometimes it's bad, you guys, it's bad. So that's what I have almost every day, the heartburn, most of the time. And the diarrhea comes only when I eat spicy foods, when I eat fried foods, when I eat fries like chips, slap chips, when I eat tomatoes, things that are too saucy, too much dairy, like cheese. Yeah, that's when I would get diarrhea. So those are my symptoms. I have diarrhea, I have heartburn, and I sometimes have cramps, but they like mild cramps. So yeah, those are my symptoms. So what I do to eliminate or reduce my symptoms, because what I have, gastritis, is not curable unless you have like surgery, which I think is very, very expensive. I'm not looking into surgery right now. I don't got no money, child, for surgery. So what one can do is to change their diet. Right, so I have changed my diet. I've changed things that I eat because I want to reduce the symptoms. I want to be okay, I want to be healthy. I don't want no diarrhea anymore, because child, my viral load is on the high, okay? So I can't afford that. So I try and change my diet. So I will do another video where I talk about the things that I eat and the things that I don't eat. But let me just go over like small. So what I don't eat spicy food, right? Just a given. So I try and avoid spicy food as much as I can, and I try and avoid fatty foods and hot food as much as I can. So I will do a more detailed video where I tell you my diet or what I eat in a day, gastritis edition. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video. I really hope that now you understand why my viral load dropped, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, child, because if you're here for the second time and if you stayed until thus far, then you love it here, boo boo. Just click subscribe and become part of the positive family, where you're all about positivity. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the messages that you've been sending me ever since I dropped my last video about my viral load. Now I know that I'm not alone, and thank you guys so much for that. So that is the end of the video. We come to the end of the video, and if you did enjoy it, give it a huge thumbs up, people. Like, share it, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, till next time, see you in my next one.